The real has come. This man is the stepson of a rich man, so his grandmother wants him to marry down, so he has no chance of inheriting the family's riches. His grandma forces him to marry one of her minions, so he fakes a marriage with a pregnant woman, pretending that the child is his. Since you are still here, I will tell you the whole story. This is Tom. A profound doctor. His mother got married into a rich family, but the head of the family, Grandma, did not approve of this marriage. Obviously, she was not very welcoming of Tom either, fearing that he would steal the family's riches from her own blood. They treated him so badly that he always tried to keep a distance from them. The only person Tom likes in this family is Fred. Fred married the daughter of this family even though he wasn't from a rich background, so he is of course treated like he is from another class. Fred and Tom own a medical center for OBGYNs, where they work together to avoid the family business and the drama that comes with it. Tom took an oath saying that he would never get married, so Grandma had no reason to interfere with his life. A single man with no family and no kids is not a threat. He can't take over the family business because of the business ethics of Korea. Grandma does not seem convinced, so she decides to marry him off to one of her loyal employees. This is Mrs. Fish, short for selfish. She has worked for Grandma for a long time and the two are so close in a master-servant kind of way. Mrs. Fish and Tom go way back in high school. Tom had a crush on her and mustered up the courage to confess. Instead, she made fun of him, trampled on his feelings, called him names for being born outside of the luxurious family he was being brought up in, and left him to hurt. When Grandma asked him to marry Mrs. Fish, of course he said no. But Fish had some cards to play. First, she tells Tom that she is infertile, so he would agree to the marriage, and manipulates Grandma into thinking that Tom was a cheater, so the wedding was hurried. Since Tom didn't want anything to do with this wedding, he decided to cut ties with the family. His mom couldn't let his son leave. He was the only person that is blood related to her in the family, so she decides to leave with him. Instead, Tom panics at this decision and begs Grandma to take his mother back. Grandma says he would welcome his mom into the family if he would agree to the marriage, and he agrees. Tom's whole life changes when he meets Anna. A scandalous meet. Anna's boyfriend, Cheater, just cheated on her. She gets very angry and goes outside to write on his car. But instead, she writes on Tom's car, which looks exactly like Mr. Cheater's car. She makes a scene calling the owner of the car a cheater, and the video goes viral. So their relationship starts out in bad blood. Tom tries to find the crazy lady who wrote obscene words on his car, but seems hard, as his grandma arranges a marriage for him because his image was now tainted as a cheater. Anna lives with her mom, uncle, brother, and niece. She is the breadwinner of her family. She is a school instructor, and she is very good at her job. She gets pregnant, and this pregnancy gets in the way of her career. She is fired because people in Korea detest single mothers. She visits an OBGYN to try and abort her baby. Remember how Tom is an OBGYN? Anyway, she apologizes for the damages caused and promises to pay and part ways with him. When she tells Mr. Cheat about their baby, he denies fathering the baby and asks her to abort it. At this time, she had decided to fight for and raise her baby. We discover that Mr. Cheat's affair was Miss Fish. Duh. Tom is under pressure. He has 2 weeks until his marriage to Miss Fish, and he can't stop it. A bell rings. If he is the father of that fatherless child Anna is carrying, he won't be forced to get married. So he proposes a deal to Anna. Anna doesn't want to be a part of it, but drama with her mom pushes her in that direction. She shows up at Tom's wedding and announces the birth of their child. Tom takes her hand and they leave. Grandma is furious, but she can't do anything now that there is a baby in the picture. The happy parents force them to move in together to live as a couple.